Now, in this video, now we're going to start with the second module of product design. So, introduction to product design. The product design refers to those activities involved in creating the styling look and feel of the product, deciding on the product's mechanical architecture, selecting materials and processes, and engineering the various components necessary to create and make the product to work. So that means we should have the complete aesthetic appearance of the product. You should have a mechanical architecture. We should have a proper selection of materials, and we should have a proper processes, and and having engineering the various components necessary to create. So that means we have to create the product and to make the product to work. So this is the main function of this product design, or the main aim of the product design. Product design clearly defines the problem, develops a proper solution for that problem, and validates the solution with real users. So a design clearly defines the problem, develops a proper solution for that problem, and validates the solution. So once we give the solution, we need to validate. That means whether the product will going to work it or not. So that we need to ensure. The product design engineers work on the concepts and ideas, eventually turning them into tangible products and invention. Now, what are the objectives and the requirements for the good product design? The objectives or the requirements of a good product design is: one is to satisfy customer needs and expectations and maximize the values for the customer at minimum cost. So that means when you want to develop a product, so the main aspect in the product design, he should be able to satisfy the customer needs. That means the functionality, what is required by the customer for that particular product, we need to satisfy them and their expectation. And all those things we should be able to get it within the minimum cost. So that is the main criteria for a good product design. Product must be designed to be functional, attractive, have acceptable dimensions, and easy to maintain. So that means the product should be able to satisfy the functional requirement of the customer, and it should be attractive, and also it should be having an acceptable dimensional standards, and it should be able to easy to maintain, because once the product is manufactured and delivered, it's not the end of it, but there it starts the beginning, because we need to maintain periodically. So we want to have the maintenance. So to that, you should have a easy maintenance approach. It should enable the cost-effective production of product through available production methods and materials. So the production should have enable the cost-effective production. So that means you should be able to produce the product with minimum cost, and also the material should be readily available in the market, and also it should satisfy the quality standards of the end product. It must enhance the revenues and competitiveness of the organization in the market, should satisfy the guidelines set by the government and other regulatory bodies. So that means you should have a good quality standards of the end product. So that means you should have all the not only from the dimensional aspect and also from the functional aspect, the quality should be durable. That means you should have a warranty of that particular product. It enhances the revenue, so it should be able to get the good revenue for the organization. Thereby, you will going to get good profit, and also it should comply the guidelines which has been set by the government and other regulatory bodies. And whatever it has been defined, or whatever the government has given the guidelines, all those guidelines should be incorporated in that particular product. Must give due importance for product recycling, especially avoiding exotic materials that are difficult to recycle, and also designing the parts that can be refurbished and reused. So that means once the product has been manufactured and it has been used, once it becomes the scrap, it should be able to recycle them and it should be reusable. So that, but it should not have any effect on the environment. So these are the requirements for a good product design. So what are the benefits then? So one is it attracts more customer, thereby giving an organization a credit well above other competitors. So it should be able to attract the customers, and also it should be better than the other competitors. Makes a business grow by enhancing profitability and turnover, because it transforms the needs of customers into the desired shape and value of the product demanded. So that means it should be able, the profitability of the organization should be more, and it should be able to make a good business, and it transforms the needs of the customers into the desired shape and value of the product is demanded. Becomes important in replacing obsolete designs. So that means we should be able to have a review of the continuous process or the design process. So whereby even if there is any obsolete designs, we can be able to eliminate it. Assume reliability with proven performance of product over the period of its lifespan, and makes customers comfortable and easy to use. Good design satisfies customers and communicates the purpose of the product to its market. Assured quality of product with guaranteed customer satisfaction. So that means you should be able to give a good assured quality for the customer, so that he will going to have the, suppose if you want to have a brand of that particular product of the particular organization or for that particular company, so the customer will going to take without any hesitation. So that should be the quality, which should be quality of the product we should ensure for the customer satisfaction. Leads to standardization of processes, product and its components, leading into interchangeability and better services. So that means the standardization, that means we can be able to put the product into any part of the assemblies, so thereby interchangeability should be easy, and there should not be any hindrance while making the assemblies, and you should be able to provide the better service. Avoids product redesign, thereby reducing the time, cost and labor involved in the redesign process. So when you have a good product design, what is the benefit means we need not have to have the redesign, need not have to be done. Once you avoid the redesign, then naturally the time, cost and labor involved will automatically going to be get reduced, which has been involved in the redesign process. Next comes the engineering design. This we will going to take up in our next video. Thank you.